approve a big new housing project that people who live in the area call a huge fire hazard. We'll show you what happened.
Uncertainty for service members with the ongoing government shutdown. How military families might be affected.
Local nonprofits are raising concerns about how this government shutdown will impact San Diegans.
The Padres win Game 2. We'll have a look at the crazy watch party in Gallagher Square.
If you want to go apple picking in Julian, some orchards haven't opened for the season yet. What you need to know to plan your trip.
Pink bows and bubbles on the bay today to kick off Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
CBS 8 News Live at 6 starts now.
County supervisors approve a major housing development that's been on their plate for 7 years. It will add more than 450 homes to an unincorporated area near Escondido, but not everyone is happy with today's decision. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Carlo Cicchetto.
I'm Marcella Lee. CBS 8's Steve Price was at the County Administration Building today, where both sides had a chance to share their thoughts and concerns with the Board of Supervisors. Steve?
Today at the County Board of Supervisors meeting, a fight pitting developers against people who say adding over 450 homes to their isolated community will create a huge fire danger that will put their lives at risk.
We're people. We're here. Keep us safe.
They say it's not a matter of if a fire roars through their Harmony Grove neighborhood, but when, and their ability to safely evacuate.
We have a fire trap there, and no amount of quality housing is going to prevent those people from dying in their cars, because you're going to have 1,200 cars all trying to go down a 2-lane stretch of Harmony Grove to get out, and they're not going to make it.
Developers want to build the project called Harmony Grove Village South on a 111-acre site off Country Club Drive. It's an unincorporated area of the county near Escondido. People living in the area say the problem is that there is only one evacuation route out, and adding nearly 1,000 cars to it would create dangerous gridlock in an emergency. But the developers say they've had multiple fire agencies and experts look at their plans, and they've all said it meets fire safety standards.
The area's evacuation capacity, flexibility, and optionality is better now than it has ever been.
The HGVS project not only meets code, it exceeds requirements in several key areas. Its fire protection plan has been carefully reviewed by professionals who understand both the letter and the intent of the fire code.
County supervisors received nearly 100 speaker slips on this issue, the overwhelming majority against the project. And Chair Tara Lawson-Reamer, who represents that area, heard their concerns.
The core issue here is, like, are folks going to be safe if there's a fire? Because I think we know there will at some point be a fire.
But after hearing from fire officials in the area and other first responders, the supervisors seem satisfied with the answers they got.
You know, we can't fireproof an area, but I think we can mitigate it to the best we can. So I'm going to move to approve the project.
And after nearly 4 hours of testimony,
please vote.
They unanimously passed the project. In downtown, Steve Price, CBS 8.
This right here is a live look at Washington, D.C., where Democrats and Republicans continue to blame each other for shutting down the federal government. The shutdown began almost 24 hours ago at midnight, stopping paychecks for hundreds of thousands of federal workers across the country, including San Diego.
And the impacts are already being felt here. While most national parks are partially open, Cabrillo National Monument and several other parks closed. These are the signs that greeted anyone who tried to visit the national park today. And local nonprofits are bracing for a big influx of people seeking assistance with things like food and other necessities as paychecks and services come to a halt. And service members are among those essential workers who will have to report for duty without pay throughout the shutdown.
That, of course, is causing so much uncertainty for families trying to make ends meet. CBS 8's Steffi Roche joins us live tonight with more on those concerns. Steffi?
Right, well, paychecks went out today, the first of the month, but should this government shutdown last more than 2 weeks, there's concerns over whether future paychecks could be delayed. Now, during a government shutdown, all active duty personnel, as well as National Guard who are currently deployed, must carry out their assigned duties with their pay delayed until the shutdown is over. Civilian personnel who work the Defense Department considers essential or accepted will also continue to work, while other civilians are furloughed for the duration of the shutdown. Active duty service members won't get paid on time unless Congress passes a separate piece of legislation, as it did in 2013 with the Pay Our Military Act, which ensured military pay and allowances continued during a government shutdown. Today, I talked with Maggie Meza, the executive director of Blue Star Family's San Diego chapter. The organization is the largest nonprofit serving and representing military and veteran families.
Research shows that 1 in 3 families have about $3,000 or less in their savings account. So we know that the rent still needs to be paid and the car payments still need to be paid. So we're really focusing on being able to give them the resources that they need to support them.
During the shutdown, medical care and dental care will be accepted according to the Defense Department's contingency guidance issued last week. But elective surgeries and other elective procedures would be delayed unless they're necessary for military readiness. Private health care using the Defense Department's TRICARE medical insurance would continue uninterrupted. And after the government shutdown, all government employees should expect to receive back pay automatically. But for now, reporting live in San Diego, I'm Steffi Roche, CBS 8.
Thanks, Steffi. And local nonprofits, they are sounding the alarm about the impact the government shutdown will have here at home.
CBS 8's Kelly Hessedal spoke to 2 nonprofits who are worried about what's going to happen if this shutdown drags on.
San Diego has one of the highest concentrations of military families and federal workers in the country. We've got the TSA, we've got the U.S. Coast Guard, we've got Border Patrol, and local nonprofits are concerned that there's going to be a surge of people turning to them for help.
This comes at a really critical time. The San Diego Food Bank was already facing federal cuts and having to deal with that, and also looking at and projecting a meal gap in this coming year because some of those cuts. This is just another layer of challenges that we're going to face.
And that was Casey Castillo, CEO of the San Diego Food Bank. He told me they're already serving 400,000 people per month. So you add a government shutdown on top of that, and things could really escalate. Now, we all know San Diego is an expensive place to live. He says there are just so many people here living paycheck to paycheck that even missing 1 or 2 is a big deal. He says back during 2019, during the last shutdown, they were giving out food at pop-up events in addition to the regular distribution because the need was so high. Now, we also heard from the nonprofit Feeding San Diego today, who says they've been preparing for this shutdown for a while simply because of the climate in Washington. CEO Robert Kamensky says over the past few months, they've seen an uptick in the number of people they're serving.
We have already seen surges in numbers of people coming to get services provided to them. But that's been something occurring incrementally since April time period. Now it's going to be, is there going to be a step increase that's going to not so much overwhelm, but seriously stress the resources that we have?
And he said if this shutdown drags on for more than a week, that's when you're going to start seeing more and more people turning to the nonprofits for help. That uncertainty of when the money is going to come in could really start to take a toll on people. Now, if you need food assistance, the San Diego Food Bank has a food locator map up on its website. We have a link on our website, cbs8.com. Just click on this story. Kelly Hessedal, CBS 8.
Thanks so much, Kelly, and please stay with us for the latest developments on the local impacts of the government shutdown. We'll have any updates posted on cbs8.com. You can also follow us on social media or download our free CBS 8 app.
On the ground, shortstop. Bogart stumbles, flips to second. Yeah! Double play, and the Padres win it.
An exciting finish to a do-or-die game for the Padres as the Friars shut out the Chicago Cubs in Game 2 of their wild card series. Today's win pushes the series to a 3rd and final game tomorrow.
We will have a look at the excitement from a watch party at Petco Park in just a moment. But first, CBS 8's Jake Garriani shares his reaction to today's big game. Jake?
Well, yesterday, after the Padres lost to the Chicago Cubs 3-1 to open up this wild card series here at Wrigley Field, they had Bob Marley playing in the clubhouse. And I can promise you now, This team wasn't worried about a little thing going into today. The Padres come out here and they grab that Game 2 victory and keep their season alive. Couple storylines going into this one. How would Dylan Cease pitch? He's been, let's be honest, awful in the postseason with an ERA of 12.91. Well, he gets the job done. He does exactly what the Padres ask of him. 3 2/3, 3 hits, 5 punch-outs, no runs. How about the offense? Everyone had worries about that. It wasn't perfect, I promise you that, but a Manny Machado blast deep to left field really eased the minds of the Friar faithful. The Padres survive and live another day. Coming up at 6:50, John Howard will have all the highlights you need, and we will have clubhouse reaction. You will hear from the team as they force that very important Game 3 and try and keep their season alive.
Thanks, Jake. And with the team playing in Chicago, most of the Friar faithful weren't able to fly out to Chicago to catch the game in person.
No problem, though, because the Padres organized the next best thing possible for fans and hosted a watch party at Gallagher Square. CBS 8's Alex Cheney was there. Alex, how excited were the fans today?
Oh, man, it was the next best thing, Marcella. If you weren't so lucky to go to Chicago like Jake and everybody else, Gallagher Square was absolutely going off today from noon all the way until Padres won the game. It was a big game day atmosphere. You had drinks, you had food, you had people sitting around cheering the entire game. Take a look.
What a great game. Cease, I wish they didn't pull Cease out because he did an excellent job.
Hands down. Best bullpen in the league.
What did you think of the big party?
Oh, this is awesome. Do it again tomorrow. Be back.
It was super fun, and we just really enjoyed it. We were out here with the kids, even though it was hot, but it was such a good game to watch.
Great showing, great outing. Everybody had the bats going. The pitchers were off the charts, so it was fun. It was fun to be out here.
We're season ticket holders, so enable a chance to see the game at home, pull out a win, go for Game 3 is amazing.
1, 2, 3,
I'm married into the family with my wife, so they tried to convert me, but no.
Still working on that.
Through.
You know, I thought we'd win, and our pitching's so good. It's really good. Tomorrow's going to be a tough one with our pitching, but I think we'll pull it through.
Just had so much fun taking in the game with everybody today. Some people skipped school, some people skipped work just to be there for the Padres. Now, tomorrow is Game 3. It's in Chicago again, and there's going to be another watch party here at Gallagher Square as the Padres try to come back in the wild card. They'd be the first team to ever do it. Why not us? Feeling good going in tomorrow. Back to you.
Why not?
Right? It can happen.
Absolutely. If you saw them today, it absolutely can happen. SD&G customers can expect to see a credit on their bill this month.
We'll explain still ahead. Plus, the new ordinance now in effect within the city of San Diego that could impact the way you shop for groceries.
But first, if you're looking to pick apples this fall, make sure your plans don't turn rotten. We're going to have all the details you need to know before you head up the mountains. That's still ahead.
Today we were a little bit warmer, especially across the inland valleys, but here's the catch. We're still talking about temperatures being below seasonal for this time of year. Only by a few degrees, but we're going to widen that gap over the weekend. All those details are coming up.